What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We're about to drive the truck for the first time with the Edge comp. I just have it on level 1, the Scheid Stage 2 pump, and the Monster Mic 6x13s, along with matching connector tubes and the 084 injector lines. We'll see what kind of street manners it has. I'm not too worried about how it drives on the streets. It's not really a daily driver in any means, but we're just letting her warm up now and then we'll get going. So just cruising along here. It's touchy, you know, but that's nice. I kind of like a touchy throttle. Stop signs, not too bad. If you are like stuck at a light or something, it is kind of nice to just pop it into neutral. Then it doesn't shake the truck as much. But I have an engine in the back right now, so can't get on it too much. But we're about to turn onto this 80 road, and it'll hit overdrive for the first time. And I'm interested to see how much it kind of bucks and shakes in overdrive, because I've experienced that before with some bigger pumps. But let's see how it is. There's overdrive. Smoky as to be expected, but there's kind of the bucking that I'm talking about. So it likes when you stay in the throttle. But like I said, not too worried about street manners. It's just a toy truck, so let's get to the shop. So I'm just sitting at a light right now. It's in drive. It's loping pretty good, but it's not shaking out of the seat. Basically, as long as you don't go into overdrive at too low of an RPM, which I always manually put this truck in overdrive when it's ready, it's not too bad to drive. Like I said, throttle's touchy. Obviously it's on a stock truck, so you can't drive it like a stock truck, but yeah, it's not too bad. I did turn the edge up to some of the higher levels just to see if like what it would do with some more timing. It didn't really change anything. I think this truck would benefit from like a manual valve body where you're fully in control of the trans. I think then you could have the RPMs up more, and the pump would be happier, because when you're driving it, you can just tell it wants to go. It doesn't like, you know, idling around. Like, it wants to be driven. Alright guys, we're at the shop now. I'm gonna strap down the second gen of the dyno and make some numbers. Alright guys, so first run, we're gonna run no tuner, just see what it makes. Then I'll turn the rad box on, we'll see what it makes. And then we'll turn the comp 2.0 on and we'll see what it makes. Let's see what it did. I don't know if you guys seen in the video, but it blew one of the water meth lines off. We might have to get a new fitting for there. Oh boys. 679 horsepower. That's no tuner, nothing. That's just Scheid Stage 3, 6x13s, 084 lines and connector tubes. And like I said, it did blow a water meth line off. I did stay in it because whatever. It'll be fine, but we'll get that reconnected and then we'll do some more runs. I'm very happy about that. So I'm gonna do another run with no tuner. Hopefully the water meth line stays on this time. I might have to get rid of those quick connects. We'll see. I'm gonna monitor in the cab this time. We'll see what it makes. Alright guys, so pretty much the same number. Didn't rev it out quite as high. We did a 776 and a 679 and a 676. A little dyslexic there for a second. I'm a little bit excited now, finally. So now I'm gonna do another run, turn the rad box on and see what it does. So guys, you gotta remember too, there's no tuner. We're still not bringing in the pump tap, which is where these VP trucks actually make power. So this is really cool. This is a good number to put down. Wait for the dash to die. That way we know the rad box is doing its thing. do lose a couple of like coolant temp and air intake temp on the edge. That obviously reads through the ECM, but all I really care about is the tach. Three very consistent numbers, 679, no tuner, 676, same thing, no tuner, and then 678 with the rad box on. So rad box, not very effective, same horsepower, but I bet you down low when it's turning off the defueling, it will be effective at the track. See, there is water meth everywhere from when the line blew off, but got that secure. Now we're gonna let this truck cool down a bit and we will introduce the comp 2.0. All right guys, comp level 5, let's see what she does. All right, let's see, that was a lot of fuel. That's the warmest the engine's ever got, that's for sure. Woo, she's coming back down though. We're good, we're good. Oh, we're so close. 694. I'm chasing that 700 plus. We're so close, it's just teasing me right now. This is kind of a cool comparison. So the red is with the comp on and the blue is with nothing on. Look at how it just starts, it carries the power in this area right here, where obviously that's where the pump tap is taking over, but it's kind of cool to see that huge increase right there, particular in power with using a tuner. Now I will open up my box of tricks and we're gonna try the Quadzilla. I've got my custom tunes and then I also have a very, very special custom tune that I'm not at liberty to see where it came from. All right guys, quad is in. We're gonna start with testing level 10, just the factory settings on the quad box. This is the 3K box. So level 10 on the factory quad did 661. So I'll just leave the edge on there in blue. It's the 694 run. Now we'll do some custom tunes. So that was a custom tune for when I had the original pump. So it did 650, so less. That was actually our highest custom tune. This custom tune is for an SO pump though, so I will reach out to the guy that did this tune, his highest horsepower before, and we'll get a tune for this setup. I do have one more tune that is for a big pump that somebody gave me, and we're gonna throw that in and see what it does. Well, that was interesting. One of the straps let go in the back. Felt pretty cool on the dyno. All right, guys, letting the truck cool off. So that spicy tune we got did a 684, and compared to some of the other Quadzilla custom tunes I got, it did carry the power quite well. You know, just like before though, the edge did carry it for longer. All right, guys, that is more or less it for this video. All these tests were with the big lines, so everyone says smaller lines, the stock lines make more power. I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the stock lines are 076s, but I don't know 100%. If someone does know, please comment it. We have the 084 lines on now. So yeah, we're gonna put stock lines on and we'll redo some of these tests and we'll see if they really do make more power. All right guys, well, that's gonna pretty much end off this video. I'd love to hit that 700 horsepower mark, you know, let the truck cool down and do one more run, say one more time, but I know it's never one more time. When you say one more time, that's when your bottom end lets go. That's when, you know, something bad happens. So we'll take the strap getting loose on the dyno as a sign to call it a day. And you know what? I'm thrilled. I've never been so happy to make 690 horsepower in my entire life. I'm super happy with that outcome. You know, nothing happened to the truck. It's making good power. And I know I have more air to throw to it. I have more fuel to throw at it. And I already have all of that. And when all that is maxed out, I have more engine to throw at it. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy with the number that it made. But just want to say, you know, thanks for watching. If you comment, subscribe, that really helps me out a lot, and we can keep pushing this truck and we can go for a really big number someday. Thanks, guys.